different world down here sometimes, right? Okay, I wanted to start with a poem that is a variation, my variation on the Tagalog creation story. Amihan. She flew between sea and sky, full wingspan wild. She lifted herself the blue above and beneath her roiling. She dove, and the light in her lungs dimmed. She thought her heart would burst. She saw no resting place. She weaved her body with wind. She called to sea, pushed through clouds. She called through sky. Throat forced utterance, utterance grown to word. And at her command, the rocks flew from the hands of the sea. She saw rock and water, eddy and settle. She saw the islands they came to form. This is where my father was born. Elegy. We are trickster's daughters, not a man of letters, a father of no sons. I'm telling you this because you want to access something true and personal about me. We quarreled, epic. Know this. When you ask me if he was a good father, I will tell you, it's true, he wanted sons. And so we were his boys, hard-drinking, tough, and foul-mouthed like boys. We are daughters of a man, not godly or erudite, just this man whose hands built things, carved bodies into wood, formed them from clay, watercolored their light. He was never a man of words. We are daughters of a man who forgot things. He forgot how to comb his hair. Sometimes he forgot language. He did not forget how to breathe, but the labor of it became too difficult. When nothing else was to be done, we sat his last days by his bedside, cooing and whispering, stroking his hair. That was the first time any soul had ever said of us, "Maganda pala, pag purong babae." It's beautiful, after all, to have all daughters. Okay. So it's a story that maybe some folks in our circles know. First time I met Oscar Bermeo, we were exchanging poems on Blogspot. This is there, or here. Here in a city once covered with oak trees, here in the city called Oaktown, there is a there we live here in the city called Oaktown. A century of brick and marble hotels here in the city called Oaktown, where cracked cherubs hang from gold leaf ceilings here in the city called Oaktown, where oak tree roots crack open the pavement here in the city called Oaktown. Brothers sit on their stoops and crack open their 40s here in the city called Oaktown. Peace out, little sister, be safe tonight, here in the city called Oaktown. I stumble home with a whiskey smile, here in the city called Oaktown. Djembe, funkadelic 24/7, here in the city called Oaktown. My window rattles and shakes to the beat, here in the city called Oaktown. The banana tree outside my window sways, here in the city called Oaktown. Capoeira on sidewalks, Dwayne's Bumpin' Cafe, here in the city called Oaktown. Sweet smelling brothers rapping in French here in this city called Oaktown. Corner store japchae and kimbap saran wrapped here in the city called Oaktown. Wonder Bread, Wild Turkey, Old English 800 here in the city called Oaktown. Oh, Jackson Street, oh, new condo rising here in the city called Oaktown. Oh, double-paned windows overlooking the lake here in the city called Oaktown. Oh, Tribune Building here where she jumped, here in the city called Oaktown. Oh Lord, she never told me her name, here in the city called Oaktown. Oh, despair and cheap bourbon at the corner store. Oh, Oaktown, bleeding pavement and crack, here in our city called Oaktown.